They stood at the gate like ghosts, wearing the same artificial smiles, the same judging eyes hidden behind polite expressions. Their arms were full of casserole dishes wrapped in foil, and false redemption, like store-bought apologies pretending to be homemade. I opened the front door slowly, calm, still, steady. I let the silence weigh on them before I said the words I'd been saving. You weren't invited. And just like that, the color drained from their faces. The air shifted. 10 years, that's how long it had been since I last attended a family reunion. Not since I'd been really seen by any of them. The last one I went to, I brought off-brand soda because it was what I could afford. They laughed, said it was cute. Meanwhile, Cousin Kyle pulled up in a leased BMW and was treated like royalty. People surrounded him, asking about his ventures, praising his hustle. When they finally turned to me, someone asked, "Still doing that little art thing?" Art thing? I smiled. I swallowed the sting. I passed around the paper plates, helped clean up the mess. I was polite. I was invisible. That year, they took group photos. I wasn't in a single one. I didn't expect applause, but I thought maybe, just maybe, I deserved a little basic respect. But respect was something they only reserved for those who performed success the way they understood it. Then came the final blow. 2 summers ago, I was scrolling through Facebook and saw the pictures. The same family lake house, the same wide grins, the same arm-in-arm poses. The caption hit harder than any of their words ever had. Another year with the whole family. My name wasn't tagged. My inbox was empty. No call, no text. Just a glaring silence, like I'd never existed. That night, I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just stared at the screen and said, "All right." Then I got to work. I channeled every bruise, every slight, every half-smile of mockery into the one thing they always belittled: my craft. 12-hour days, no breaks, no weekends, commissions, gallery prints, exhibits, clients from places they'd only ever pronounce wrong at the dinner table. I didn't post. I didn't boast. I just built. 3 months ago, I bought a house. Not just any house, the house. A modern fortress with a gated driveway, a stone facade, vaulted ceilings, and a studio in the back larger than my parents' entire ground floor. Paid in full, no mortgage, no help, no borrowed names or co-signers. Just grit, just creation, just me. Then, like clockwork, the whispers started. They found out. It began with a message from Cousin Emily. "Hey, stranger, long time. We should totally catch up soon." Then came the reunion invite. This time, I declined politely. But they didn't like that. The group chat lit up like a bonfire. "You're being dramatic. Don't be bitter. Family is family." No, family is supposed to be family. They only remembered I existed when they thought I was finally worth bragging about. So I threw my own little gathering. A housewarming. 1 post. Nowhere. 1 invitation. Sent to no one. But I knew them. Knew their favorite sin was curiosity. And sure enough, they came like moths to the warm light of someone else's glow-up. They arrived in waves, lining the street with their cars like it was a red carpet event. Phones out, eyes wide, hands brushing the marble counters with reverence, like they were in a museum. Someone whispered, "Is this real quartz?" Yes, it was. I didn't offer a tour. I didn't serve drinks. I just let them walk. I let the silence hum like music while they floated through my house, like visitors at a place they didn't understand. Eventually, one of them cracked. My aunt, the same one who once sneered at my directionless lifestyle, stepped forward wearing a tight smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "We didn't know you'd done so well." I nodded once. "You wouldn't. You stopped looking." Then came my mother, the one person who could have said something, could have asked why I was never invited, could have demanded they remember her child. But she hadn't. And now, in the face of what I had built without any of them, she looked so much smaller. "Can we talk?" she asked quietly. I stepped outside, let them follow. I stood on the front steps, letting the house rise behind me like a monument. "I remember every reunion I wasn't invited to," I said. "Every photo I was edited out of. Every joke you made about my silly little dream." The silence was deafening. No one dared speak. "You all made it very clear I didn't belong." I paused. Let the truth settle into their skin. "So I built a place you don't They tried, of course, the tears, the guilt, the awkward hugs, the fake regret. They reached for me with trembling apologies. But I had rehearsed this moment too many times to fall for old tricks. I thanked them, sincerely, for the silence, for the exclusion, for the way they made me feel like a stranger in my own bloodline, because without it, I might have wasted my whole life begging to be seen. Instead, I went silent and built something so loud they could no longer ignore it. They left not long after, quietly, their casserole dishes in hand and their shame tucked behind their teeth. The gates closed behind them with a soft hum, and then, finally, the house was quiet again. But this time, the quiet wasn't empty. It was peaceful, not because of the quartz countertops or the panoramic views, but because every square inch of the space was earned by hands that were once mocked for dreaming too loud. There's something powerful about being excluded until you're the one holding the keys.